What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today, well, I'm a little bit excited if I'm honest with you, because I've got some exclusive reveals to show you from the upcoming Godzilla expansion of the Chrono Clash game. That's right, the lovely folks over at Namco Bandai have gone, hey, do you want to reveal some cards? I'm like, yes! I've only ever done it for Transformers before. I'm hoping this is the start of a trend where other games will let me reveal exclusive cards. That would make me very, very happy indeed. For today, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a couple of new Godzilla cards to show you, and I want to start off with Godzilla, the First Form. I mean, it has to be my first Godzilla spoiler, right? It's got first in the name. So what does it do? Well, it is a free cost 1 strength battler. Yowza, that's low. And it has got Leader 2, and it's got a Guardian ability that returns the card to your hand. But let's take a step back for a minute and go, hang on a second. Free cost 1 strength? That's not good. That's really low. Back in the Naruto deck, the average cost was 4.4, the average strength was 4.1. So we expect the strength to be a little bit lower than the cost. We expect there to be a bunch of free cost 2 strength battlers, and we're like, yeah, you know what? That's alright, we can live with that. But I'm not particularly alright with free cost 1 strength. Now, to be fair, this is not completely without precedent. If we go and have a look at some of the Naruto cards, now it's fairer to look at them at the moment because we've seen all of them, we have all of them, we don't have scans of all the Godzilla cards at the moment. But if we go and have a look at some of the Naruto cards, we can see that Sakura, for instance, is a free cost 1 strength battler, but when you summon it, you destroy a battler of 2 cost or less. And it's got a Guardian ability that destroys a battler of cost 2 or less. So alright, it's a free cost 1 strength battler, but you get to destroy battlers when you summon it, when it's a Guardian. So you kind of go, alright then, yeah, I'm alright with that, that's pretty cool. Now similarly we had Sarada back in the same deck, incidentally, and if we have a little bit of a look at Sarada, again it's a free cost 1 strength battler, but it has 1 extra Guardian attack, which means when you're attacking Guardians you get to just attack another one, bearing in mind attacking and getting rid of Guardians is literally the point of the game. It's not the only win condition, but it's certainly one of the main ones. And it also has recovery. Incidentally, recovery is one of the symbols which was in the Naruto decks. It's not actually in the Godzilla decks. It's been taken away from the Godzilla decks, so that when it's destroyed, it's not actually destroyed. When it loses a battle while attacking, it is not destroyed, though you can destroy it through other means. So again, we're talking about a really quite useful character there. We kind of like this. Incidentally, it also has a summoning skill whereby you discard a card from your hand and draw an extra card. Always nice to get access to your extra deck. So that's the kind of background of free cost 1 strength characters. So the question we come to now is, alright, is Godzilla the First Form worth it? And the answer is, how much love do you give to Leader 2? Leader 2, for newer players to the game, means that when you attack with this, the next battler that you summon, you pay 2 less time. The Chrono Clash meter changes by 2 less than it would. Alright, now I'm starting to get a little bit happier about this. We like Leader 2. Leader 2 is really, really nice. Because the biggest problem with Godzilla the First Form, the biggest issue of a free cost 1 strength battler is, it's not worth it. You're paying too much time for a 1 strength battler. But now you get it back. The second you get to attack with this and play another battler, you essentially turn Godzilla the First Form to a 1 cost 1 strength battler. And now we have no problem with it. You're gaining time back. You're paying a lot at the outset, but you're getting it paid back. And all of a sudden, I'm all right with this. I mean, if we look at some of the other Godzillas we've seen so far, Godzilla Jr. is a 5-cost 4-strength battler, except when you attack, you get +3 strength, so it's a 5-cost 7 strength. But if you summon it right after attacking with Godzilla the first form, it becomes a 3-cost 7 strength battler, and all of a sudden, that's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, alright, now I'm coming around on it. Leader 2, no, it might not work. Because if you summon it and your opponent's able to just get rid of it, that's a bad thing. Burning Godzilla, when it comes in, can destroy a battler with strength 4 or less. So if you summon this hoping to use Leader 2, and then your opponent's like, boom, burning Godzilla, yes. I admit that will be a bad thing. That will make stuff go very wrong. But as long as you can keep this on the board long enough to use Leader 2, even once, yeah, I'm kind of cool with this, ladies and gentlemen. This seems fine to me. And it's got that Guardian ability whereby when it's used as a Guardian, it goes into your hand. It just gives you card advantage, gives you another card to use, and makes it easier to get Godzilla the first form out. Cool. So how about Mothra Larva 1992? And the first thing to point out here is it's a 3-cost with 1 strength. It's almost like I themed this video a little bit. Now, I don't need to talk too much about the 3-cost 1 strength. We've kind of had that discussion already. What I will say is Godzilla the first form paid it back by giving us Leader 2. This doesn't have Leader 2. So why am I loving it? I mean, initially I'm not, right? There's no static skill that's just always there. There's no summoning ability. There is a destroyed ability. You get to draw 1 extra card. Okay. We like drawing cards from our extra deck. Remember, the extra deck can only be accessed using skills that specifically let you draw cards, so you need stuff like Mothra Larva 1992 to gain access to your extra deck. But I don't think it's worth it. Not just for that. But what I love about Mothra Larva 1992 is the Guardian ability. This is what makes me go, yes! You gain 2 time. Time is the currency of Chrono Clash. The whole point is you've got that Chrono Clash meter, and when you summon battlers you have to pay time, and then when you run out of time it's your opponent's turn. And one of the big things about the game is that decision of, oh, can I afford to play this big creature now, knowing that it's going to give my opponent more time for their turn. Gaining time is one of the most powerful things about this game. So being able to gain 2 time with this, I absolutely adore. That is a hook of Mothra Larva 1992. That is why I love it. I think it's brilliant. I really do like this very much indeed. But just for the gaining time, let's be clear. And there are a couple of parallels we can draw here to cards we saw back in the Naruto expansion. Like, for instance, Haku. Now, Haku ends up as a weird cross between these 2 cards. It is a 3 cost, but it is a 2 strength, which makes it better in that regard. It's got Leader 2, and it's got the Guardian ability that gives it 2 time. Oh. I kind of like Haku better than either of these, if I'm honest with you. You've got the extra power, strength. You've got the better Guardian ability, as far as I'm concerned. And you've got the better ability. Now, of course, you do need to be able to draw cards from the extra deck, but you can do that with other cards. So I do take a look at Haku and go, you know what? I kind of prefer that one. The other one we can look at here is Shino Aburame. Now, this is significantly more expensive. This is a 4 cost, not a 3 cost. But you've got 5 strength. You've got the Guardian ability that gives you 2 time. You've got Destroyed, draw 1 extra card. And you even get Protector. This is another one of these symbols which has not made it into the Godzilla expansion. This is Naruto only. While it's in play, your non-protector battlers cannot be the target of enemy effects. Which sounds really good, but there is a significant downside when we're talking about Chrono. It cannot attack. Like anyone. It can go on quests, but no attacking battlers, no attacking guardians, etc. So that's a fairly huge downside. So I'm not buying Chrono so much. I'd rather have me a little bit of Mothra. These are fun cards. They look underpowered on the face of it because they're free cost 1 strength, but both of them have skills that absolutely make them worthy of inclusion in decks. But at this stage, I'd like to know what you think about these cards, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And if you're really nice, might have a couple other Godzilla cards to show you. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe you should subscribe so you don't miss them. And then make sure you like this video and follow me on Twitter at the Wossy, where we talk about Chrono Clash and whatever other games take our fancy. And do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, all that good stuff. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wossy Plays on what has been the first of hopefully many exclusive reveals that weren't from Transformers. Bye.